Good morning. Welcome to a very different Yuzu Quest episode. Very different kind of video than you're used to. I'm in pretty good place. I've got a few weeks off from having to do anything with Kirby, and I'm hype about Kirby, so I've already done a lot of my work for it, even with what I've already recorded. So I have a lot of energy for spontaneity, and oh my gosh, the fodder that I was given this morning. I didn't expect any of this, obviously, but it looks like we know what is coming to a degree with that mysterious new anime that looks more serious than the Nijigasaki anime. I'm coming to you with a really dirty, speculative day of news release YouTube video. I am speculating on this image that they gave us with the main cast auditions for a new Love Live project, because they absolutely put a few designs for new girls in here, which is incredible when you consider that we only have 27 voiced girls in the 10 years that we've had this project. That's like Shiny Colors. I don't know if Shiny Colors might already be there. Definitely Million Live dropped with more than that. Dedeste has, I don't know about voiced in Dedeste, but that's not many. Bandidy already has more than that, and they've been here for like 4 years. But anyhow, every girl matters a lot in Love Live, so forget about Pokemon news. The day you find out who a Love Live girl is going to be forever is a day you don't forget, and that hasn't happened to me since over 2 years ago with Nijigasaki. I missed the boat May 2017 when they announced their designs. I wasn't into it yet then. I discovered them December 2017. And Emma was my first favorite girl. It's been a long time since then. It's been 2 years since I realized I was my favorite Love Live character, and it's a good time to start thinking about the future. I didn't want to. I was happy with the present, but before we talk too much about what this means for the third or even fourth generation of Love Live, I want to get into the fun part, because I've deduced a formula for deciding who is and who is not a design for a main character in this image, this Abbey Road of all women with beautiful colors and honestly amazing energy. There's this stoplight symbol and this crosswalk that I think they've had in both the two images for the auditions for this project, and it's really nice. Regrettably, like I said, it feels more serious than the Nijigasaki anime. The Nijigasaki anime really feels like a side project now, but considering how much of a side project they initially were, I'm not like quite at the point of existential dread. But say hello to our new overlords. First and foremost, well, I think there's three or four girls that I think are definitely actually the characters that have been decided and people are auditioning for now. One of them's the most obvious. The second one I think is pretty damn obvious. Third one I have a lot of confidence on. Fourth one my friend pointed out and I believe quite a lot. And then after that, I would say there's one maybe. I'd say there's three maybes. I would say I'm going to introduce you to 4 idols you're probably definitely going to spend time with today, and 2 or 3 possibilities. I counted 7. So first and foremost, we have our new protagonist. Absolutely, no question about it. In the center here. She's orange. She's really cute. There's something about the character design here that's different than normal. She looks like a goldfish. Yes, we're dealing with really grainy images, obviously, but she has a really nice round face. I think black eyes, long orange hair, these fluffy bangs that I really, really like. She looks like Ferdinand von Aegir's time skip from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and also what's her face from Fire Emblem? I don't even play Three Houses, but you guys have poisoned my brain. She looks like a girl I like with the same blue-orange thing. I think she's the one who sings. I should know her name. I've actually seen a lot of her. I like her. Anyhow, this girl's really cute. She has like a very little mouth. The art style does look a little bit different here than I'm used to. It's obviously round and same facey, but there's a few different skin tones, I realized. There's some that are a little peachier and yellower than others, which I'm not sure about, but this girl's orange. She looks Genki. She's really cute. She's much more traditional than Ayumu, obviously, but give it up for your 4th protagonist. Like, that's the one certainty from today is this goldfish girl, and I think she's really cute. She might end up being my fave, and I think that she's wearing the new school uniform, which is a long gray dress, and she's got black leggings, these brown shoes like always. I see a white collar, but I don't see her ribbon. But I think that navy coat gray dress is probably the new school uniform. Granted, I mean, we don't know the framework of this. I'm assuming it's a bunch of girls in a new school, but my thought is that it's not about to be another full group thing. I think this is kind of like that promise they sort of made with Sunny Day Song to show us like the world of Love Live and the other school idols. I don't think we're gonna get a full group. I don't know. Let me drink water. All right. So maybe I should have cut that, but I'm sorry. The second girl, who I think is an absolute certainty, is a new foreigner. She's in the left part of the image. I'm showing her now, next to another foreigner, I think. She has blonde hair, suspenders, this white and red look with high-waisted skirt. She has similar long tights to the other girl, but she has like a princess look because she has this headband and she has this curly hair. And I think that she's a foreigner because she's screamingly blonde in a shade of blonde that nobody's really been yet. So she looks like a sort of so I think that she is a foreigner because I think she's designed to look different from Mari and Ellie. Her hair is a different yellow. I think she's British. I think that she's meant to look like a sort of like princess type. I'm drawing a blank on who I want to directly compare her to, besides like the girls from Cunito Mosaic, which was British. She just looks like she kind of has that like white and red British flag. Not that it's just those colors, but you know, something about it says Britain to me. But more importantly, I think her hair and her little headband tiara thing looks very foreign, and the way these girls are laughing at her kind of makes her look like she's standing out the most, which is a big part of how I'm deciding who is and isn't part of the cast. But the way she's guiding an old lady across the street makes me upset because that could have been I could have been guiding this old lady across the street, but she's already an old forgotten toy now. But she looks a bit taller too, maybe, than everyone else. Not that tall, but she's very she's holding her hand out. That's a big part. The posing is very princess. It's very different. She almost looks like she's putting on a performance. So I'd say that's like a huge certainty for another character they're trying to show us right now, is this sort of British Hime, because she's not a Hime in a Japanese sense. She's kind of just like, she looks like British royalty to me. That's just what I'm going to say. And the second girl I think is an absolute certainty, but isn't Honoka, is this girl we see smiling at a baby. There's sort of this theme of school idols interacting with the community here that I think makes it really clear that these are meant to be the school idols. She has hair like nobody else, and she has these buns, almost like actually physically buns, like the girl who was meant to be from China. I'm forgetting her name, but there's an N girl with similar buns who was meant to be from China with long twin tails. And this girl has gray hair and a red coat, and she looks kind of small and chaotic, and she's leaning down and making a baby laugh, I think. She also seems to have dark eyes. But something about her makes me feel like she's another foreigner, maybe Chinese, like I said, because there's those two buns and these long ponytails, and she's also being kind of chaotic. So I think that there might be a China rep and an England rep in the new cast, but her design looks a lot different from everybody else in this little picture. So I think this gray-haired cryptid could be a new first year. I wouldn't be surprised if the foreigner was a second year, but she could also be a third year. She actually does have a lot of third year energy to her, doesn't she? But yeah, I think that little girl, she looks like I'm drawing a blank with comparisons today. Her face reminds me of some people. She has a soft face, kind of like the goldfish girl. But yeah, those are the two besides Honoka that I will definitely say I think are in the cast. Moving on from that, it becomes a lot more speculative. My friend pointed out there's this girl who you can only kind of see her hair, but she's playing with this little child, and that's a very school idol. She's standing out. She has like some active wear. She has a backpack or something, and definitely like a ponytail, but it's totally hard to see. I think she might have black or some sort of purple hair, but I see like her pink bow or scrunchie, green hoodie, I think something yellow tied around her waist, and sneakers. She looks like also fun and playful, and that I think like places her as one of the school idols in this picture for sure. It's hard to read a lot about her though. She just looks kind of funny in a way that all of the idols have. Actually, all three of the idols I've mentioned are like directly like entertaining somebody, so I would put her in the same tier as Little China Girl and Miss Britain. After that doesn't quite fit the Love Live background character formula to me. She looks like she could be sort of a hint at another girl. Again, stepping on Ai's toes. She looks kind of active and blonde and assertive, but I think she looks different than the rest of the crowd for sure. And she's facing us, which is big. And I mean, there's other girls facing us. There's actually a girl behind the dancing girl I mentioned who might be one, but fine, I missed her if I missed her. That girl is so background by design. But again, defying sort of the look of these background characters and facing us is this girl with a purple hoodie. Actually, her fashion's pretty good. She has these striped tights, this purple sweater nobody else is wearing, and her black hair is really cool. She has like paler skin from what I can tell. She looks kind of cool and confident and a bit like a Nico Setsuna, actually. I think she might be real, actually. I did not have her with like girls I thought were real, but she looks like she's with some fashionable friends, and they all have brown hair, which kind of disqualifies them as being a main cast, but I'll get to that later. But this girl actually with this black hair and this cool purple sweater and these cool tights, she has an energy. She might also be a character. I would actually extend this to say that I think I will give you 5 girls I think are in it. She's posed very in the background, but the light's on her in a way that it isn't with the girl I just mentioned, the tough-looking blonde girl. I think we got Honoka, British girl, Chinese girl, that dancer-looking active girl, this cryptid purple girl who kind of looks like the dancer girl, but it's pretty grainy. Those are the ones I'm locking in, actually. I'm going to say we have 5 idols, pretty likely. And I think it's going to be really entertaining to see how this ages, or doesn't age, or ages poorly. The last group of people who are drawing attention to themselves are this girl with black hair and glasses taking a selfie with a girl with fluffy brown hair. And the more I look at it, the more I would say that my reasoning tells me that the glasses girl is the girl who's in it. I guess girls with glasses and twin tails and dark hair that don't always grab me. She looks like Yuika from Shiny Colors. I actually like Yuika, but if she's an idol, that was just like not like the one I'm most excited about. I don't know. I don't mean to be super hard on her, but it's because she's next to this fluffy brown haired girl who I think would be more fun and look more different than the rest of the cast. But at the risk of being samey, I would say that this, glasses, black haired girl with the purple thing fits the mold. But that's because she almost looks exactly the same as the girl with the kid and the girl I just mentioned with the sweater. By what I'm saying, I think that brown-haired girl could actually be a mom, and she looks more like drawn into the scene than she does engaging it. But if both of them are idols, I'm happy, because I really like that fluffy brown-haired girl's design, and she looks like such a background character that I want her, Like, we haven't actually had a girl that uses, like, the fluffy, samey, brown-haired background look from the Love Live background girls in the cast. So those two are very speculative, but they have a similar, like, people are watching them vibe, so it definitely could be Glasses Girl. I wouldn't even roll that out too hard. There's a few other people, if you look, who might fit sort of what I'm saying. There's a girl with a beanie, but I'm not gonna stretch beyond that. In general, these might be random one-off character designs meant to just show like what the new generation could look like. I don't think Honoka is fake. I think that's actually a design. I think that's meant to stand out against the other ones. And like I said, I think that the princess-looking British girl is meant to look different than Ellie and Mari, and she does. I wouldn't say that that's a throwaway design. Similarly with the Chinese girl, I don't think that's a throwaway design, but everybody else is like, I got dark hair and I'm a little bit cryptic, and like coming off of Nichigasaki especially, like we don't exactly need a lot more of that vibe, so if those are random background characters, that's fine. I wasn't too gripped by any of them, and I say if I had to pick a favorite, it was that girl with the purple sweater and the striped tights. I think she has a cool look, but so I guess tell me what you think. I've never made a speculative video like this, but yeah, we're in a very new time with Love Live. We are in certainly a third generation post Aqua, even though Aqua still exists and it's even been broken down to live longer with its subunits and Saint Snow and stuff, and that's great. This to me was the nail in the coffin for Nichigasaki getting to be the new centerpiece. It's hard to say because I don't know if this really is gonna be, like the new main group. Could be. It's hard because I don't think that they went this hard with advertising the Nichigasaki anime, obviously. Again, they didn't have to because they already introduced them. They already introduced them as something different, and a lot of Nichigasaki's 2-3 years now of existing was kind of just being vague and moving out of the original promise of being background characters and not never was the company very direct with what they wanted from them, but the Seiyu are up and going. They're wonderful. They're beloved. All Stars is here. I would be really shocked if they added new characters to All Stars. Not disappointed, but shocked. Regardless, I think Nijigasaki has solidified itself as the girls of All Stars. It is hard, obviously. I think that this anime would have an easier time existing in the same timeline as the other anime, and I think again with the emphasis they've put on like this gorgeous visual and like almost going back to the old art style that Nijigasaki's anime visual sort of abandoned. It feels more like a third. It feels more like a third level of anime, which is weird to say. Like I said, I'm not going to say it's a third full group because you do have a full group with Nijigasaki for sure. Again, I don't think that they ever really planned a Nijigasaki existing in the same timeline as the original two anime, which are built around each other timeline-wise. This one might be more designed to fit in there, but I'm not going to say that we know what the Nijigasaki anime is about. It could be placing them on the timeline too, versus being in like the dream world of All Stars that we know doesn't exist in the anime timeline. It's hard to say. I am melancholy for sure that this beautiful, fun new project is popping up after like 3 fucking years of waiting for, my friends to discover Nijigasaki and people to get into them and all that. But they've got their Nezo berries now. They're going, and they're very well established music-wise. I know they're going to keep having concerts. I know they're going to keep existing for sure. I think that what's happened here is the door has been blown open for a lot of projects existing at once, especially when you look at live stuff and simultaneous concerts and subunit concerts and Saint Snow concerts and Muse being revived for a day. The third generation of Love Live is not as simple as the first two, where you just had your group and nothing else. But yeah, as much as I love Nijigasaki, I think they're gonna fade a bit to obscurity over time because they never really caught on, because they weren't advertised that great, and they just exist for the game. Even if that's not true anymore, they are very tied as the glorified end girls of All Stars. But that's just me being depressed about Nijigasaki for 3 years coming out. I don't really think that they exist as end girls. They're just, there's a lot of good treatment now. There's a lot of putting Agumuse on the same platform as Anshan and Emitsun when it comes to doing Seiyu stuff and doing that kind of thing. So it might be that this is the 4th generation. It might be that the 3rd generation was just very odd. But if this is just a different kind of story that goes a different kind of way with a smaller amount of girls, that's also really cool. If this is the whole cast, and say we've got Goldfish Girl, Princess Girl, China Girl, Girl who looks active, and Sweater Girl or something as like a 5 thing, I think that's great. I think with Saint Snow and with Leah's story and with Nijigasaki in general, they're trying to open it up and make it sort of that, anything could happen in the world of Love Live. Like, there's lots of school idols. Like, they've been wanting to sort of get away from the main group who's the most successful ever for a long time. So I'm excited. This is reminding me how much I like the series, but it's also melancholy, so I hope that was good speculation. I'm very smart. I've never done anything like this, so let me know if that was fun to hear. And see you Sunday if you like watching Let's Plays. We're going to start Kirby's Geek Squad. And see you.